Hey, I guess you heard what Trump said about lowering everybody's prescription prices, didn't you? You fake ass patriots. You did hear that, and I heard it too. He told this story about a friend he's got, a rich friend too, because he only has rich friends, y'all. But anyway, but it was a fat rich friend that he's got, and that dude was trying to lose some weight, and he was taking some of those Ozempics is what he was taking. But that guy was over in the UK's, and he noticed that the Ozempics there only cost 1/10 what he was paying for here in the United States. Now, Trump told him it wasn't working for him. That ain't a very friendly thing to say to a friend. But anyway, so he was upset about that, and Trump decided that he was going to tell everybody he's lowering all of our prescription prices too, just like the UK's has got theirs lowered and stuff, and every other industrialized country in the world has theirs lowered too. But Trump's going to take a different approach to it, y'all. He's got an idea, and it's genius, y'all. It is a genius idea. He's just going to get all the drug executives together in a meeting and then ask them to lower their prices. That's what his plan is there to do it. So, man, that's a whole lot more simple than what all these other countries did, passing laws and stuff like that, creating them some universal health cares and stuff. They went through a bunch of rigmaroles and everything to get them some universal health care so they pay cheaper prices for everything, their health care and their prescriptions and stuff. Trump's way smarter than they are, y'all. All it takes is to get them in a meeting and ask them to lower their prices, That right there is geniusness, is what that is. That man is reeking of intelligence. So much intelligence just oozing out of him, y'all. And you know what? That's it. That stuff coming out of his face, that orange stuff, intelligence is what that is. I didn't know intelligence had a color. It does. It's orange. Apparently it's orange. Because that right there is a genius move he's doing. You just get them people together, ask them to lower their prices, and they're going to do it. They're just going to do it on their own because they care about us. They don't care about profits and stuff. So that's what he's going to do. And that's what we should have been doing all along with everything, Hey, if this works, guess what? We can just ask the FDAs there to start fast tracking like experimental medications and stuff that could be used to save the lives of terminally ill patients and stuff like that, rather than just let them pass away without trying it on them. They could do stuff like this to ask them. We could ask some of these pharmaceuticals too at the same time. Hey, start putting your money into cures and not treatments there, would you please? And they'll do that too. They absolutely would. Or two, we could also ask the private health insurance companies, hey, take all of our monies that we give you and put it to actual health care and things and our prescription prices and all. Use our money to help us rather than help your shareholders out. And they'll just do it because we asked, There's so many things that we could do by just asking. Hey, Trump could just ask Putin in the war and take all your troops home. He could just do it. And Putin would do it because the whole thing's we don't ask. If you ask, it shall be done, apparently. So all these mass roundups we're doing right now of all these people here, these undocumented, these illegals over here, all the taxpayer dollars we're wasting on the ICE raids and all this stuff on these people and all, it's unnecessary, because all we've got to do, get up on the TVs and the social medias and stuff and just ask them, if you're here undocumented, go home, please. And they'll do it, y'all, because it's all about asking. That's all you got to do and you'll get things done, all right? That's crazy. I still have to go up to over there to the Lowe's and get me some more plywood and stuff. I got to build some more cabinets there in my kitchen still. And the last time I went in there, that stuff was $50 a sheet, and it might be $80 a sheet because of this trade wars, y'all. It could be $80 a sheet now. I don't know. But it ain't going to matter, y'all, because I'm just going to go there and put it all up on my little cart and just carry it up there to the cashier. And I'm going to ask the cashier right there politely, can I have it all for $20 a sheet? And they're going to say, yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to say, yeah, you can because you asked, So anyway, I'm glad that he's setting a good example on how to get things done in this country. We've been going about it the hard way, But hey, for you fake ass patriots that do want you some cheaper prescription prices and stuff, whenever this does fail, because it's going to, you can remember that you do advocate for some universal health care, see, because that's the way the UK's and every other industrialized country in the world operate. The reason why they can pay so much cheaper prices is because they have laws that require those companies to negotiate with the government to get those prices down for the people. That's how it works. You're not going to walk into a room with a bunch of pharmaceutical executives and ask them, please lower your prices. Okay, that ain't going to work. But you do advocate you for some universal health care. You can't say it out loud, though, because that violates your MAGA code of conduct, and you don't want to get kicked out of the cult, do you? No, you don't. But remember that when this fails miserably, all right? That also that he's still talking about putting tariffs on all those pharmaceuticals too. So they're just going to get more expensive. All right? Remember that you do advocate for some socialisms. You're just not allowed to say so. Inmate Trump.